Hey everyone, welcome to our 61st dev session. And this is the glorious day where you get to see my face again. I know, I don't even know how long it's been. It's probably been a year. So, yeah, I'm just getting everything set up, but I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to show you my face again. So, what I'm going to be learning today is how to use Jason Booth's. Oh, I can probably lower this. So now I'm using a different mic. Jason Booth's Unity asset package called MicroVerse Core Collection. So it's all of the wow, my mic is like really good. Please let me know if like it's ever too much, if it's ever too loud. But so the MicroVerse core collection, it's like so many things. It's a terrain tool. It's something to help you build caves. So like I'm actually in the process of creating the rocks for the cave. And it's going to take me a bit to learn everything a part of this package, but I'm really happy that me and my brother have it, and we can actually build a better game with it and faster. All right. So let's see here. But I'm gonna open up Twitch, and before I show you guys what I'm up to specifically with that, I'm gonna shout out our Steam page. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can find all the information I'm about to share in the description below. So we are working on our Souls-like RPG, and it's where you dig up the ancient truth of darkness. Will you destroy that corruption or purify it? So go check your Steam page out, and I post regularly on our socials, and I stream at least Sundays and Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. Right? Right. I'm just updating the description here in YouTube. It's not letting me do it. Okay. Oh, it's getting weird. Maybe because... Oh, okay, I see what's happening. All right. Oh, it's good to put this on dev sessions. Cool. I'm gonna have the chat open for both YouTube and Twitch. I will be playing tutorials and learning all about it. Oh! Hey, Karika. Welcome. I'm so happy you joined this stream, or you're watching this one specifically, because I haven't shown my face in like a year, and I'm just so happy that I'm actually able to show my face now. So welcome. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, thank you. It's dark in here, but yeah, I think this helps. It might sometimes the lighting can make me kind of look like I'm about to tell a spooky story, but no, I'm just working on the game. All right, so I'm going to share what I'm up to here. And I'm going to be working in Blender, and I'm going to make the rocks for the cave. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm so grateful for Jesse because not all of my viewers, but a lot of them have been so supportive from his group. And so like Cookie is one of our regulars here, Creature for sure. He's crazy. He's everywhere. um there's Plabs, there's a few other people that show up too, but yeah, thank you. So I think this is your first time watching me stream, maybe, but just to give you kind of a little synopsis. So me, my brother, and four other developers are working on a Souls-like RPG. Oh, yay! Yeah, and so like I'm the main artist. I created everything in the game. We've been working on this game for like 2.5 years. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, like it's my brother was getting set up with his new job for the last month or so, and it's been kind of a rough transition, but he's like the lead programmer, and he's been just so supportive. And I do like all the social media, like marketing, the business side of things. We're about to get music and sound effects in the game. I did hire a music composer. It's his first time working on a video game, but his name is Michael. He's in our Discord server, and he has 20 years of experience composing music, and it shows. Like, the music is so amazing. I know you'll love it. It's so good. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna open up Blender. Yeah. Yeah, like we have monthly playtests. We try to keep it to monthly. So and I'm gonna be posting like on X and stuff, the music and everything like that. So I am going to be modeling rocks for the cave I'm going to make, and one of our new members actually suggested an add-on in Blender that makes it so much easier. Huh. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. This is the old folder. I was trying to make a cave a little bit differently, but that would have been horrible and it would have taken forever. Um, that's okay. Yeah, like I think it's great when people talk and have things to share because it can get kind of boring if I'm just talking to myself the whole time, even if like people are listening, if it's just like an endless run-on sentence, like I like people to have input as well. So, thank you. From the times I've interacted with you, you sound very sweet. Um, yeah, so I have two repositories. This is where the actual game is in the Eldoria repository, and then Eldoria assets is all the stuff that's not necessarily in game. It's just like Blender files and like, you know, big files that aren't actually in game. It's just used to make stuff to push into the game. Um, so yeah, I'm going to look at this. This doesn't belong here. And let's see. Okay. So yeah, this is where I left off. It's amazing. Like, this just generated a rock based off of some math that like I just click some buttons and it randomizes it, and it really saves a lot of work. So this is LOD1. And LOD stands for level of detail. So for games like where it's a 3D game, like you wanna oh, I see your message. I try to be supportive and stuff. I just end up talking a lot. That's okay. It adds to the energy magic soup of the stream. I love having other people talking. Thank you. Thank you though. Oh, that's cool. So like you've modded with Skyrim before? Yeah, because like LODs are just you know, if you're closer to an object, it's going to have more topology, and then it's just when you get past a certain distance that you set, then the LOD mesh changes to something lower poly. So it's so much better. The whole world isn't always rendered at like what you'll see close up. and you make cakes too, right? You have baking experience. Well, that's good. I mean, it's good to learn new things. All right, so this is LOD1. I'm gonna copy it, make LOD2. Huh. Well, maybe if I apply it, did anything even change? No, nothing changed. I'm pretty sure the modifiers actually apply themselves when you export, but I'm not too sure about that. I'm gonna Control Z, so this is just subsurf. Yeah, learning things keeps the mind more youthful, and like you're just able to learn more things easily. I just had a smoothie and like it felt good initially, but I don't think I was supposed to have that whole smoothie. It's a really detoxing smoothie. I think I went a little too hard today. So I just write myself notes. I'll do better. I'll just improve next time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like really into a lot of holistic health and stuff, and like I know a lot about supplements and like just all that kind of stuff. I also have an unreasonably wide and weird skill set myself. It's wherever life takes us. I feel if we're willing to open up to learn more, we definitely can. I wonder if I can duplicate it. Yep. Okay, so like if I select, okay. Nothing changed though. Why did it, oh, I know. Well, it definitely added topology to it. So the triangles on the selected object, it's the first number out of this. So 49,000 blah blah blah. So I'm gonna delete that. Now it's down to like just over 3,000. I don't know though. I feel like there's no reason to go that high, like ever, because the texture is gonna do the work. So I'll keep this as we're not going to LOD2, we're going to LOD0. So LOD0 is the most detailed it's gonna get. I would say just above 3,000 triangles is perfectly fine, even if this is scaled up So this is the main character, just as reference in this scene. And for LOD1, I want to decrease it lower than 3000. Yeah. Yeah, like the texture will always be on. I haven't really, I mean, I haven't messed with like having a texture that's like lower resolution, like in tandem with like the LOD system thing going on. I've never even asked that question, like, would I like to mess with the texture sizes? That sounds kind of really dynamic and like maybe it'd require more computing work than we would want. Okay. So this will be LOD1. Very good. So it only has 192 triangles. And so now, let's see what I exported already. So they're both the same by accident, I remember. And I think if I closed Unity. We're gonna load it. I love Skyrim, by the way. I mean, like, I played probably 700 or 800 hours, but then it just kind of like got boring. I guess at some point, you know, you're not gonna play a game forever. But it was good while it lasted. Now the strange thing is, typically you'll have how many triangles are here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. I think I bought Skyrim like 3 times because it was like, yeah, because I had it on the Xbox 360. Yeah. Wow. And then I moved and then I didn't have the 360 anymore, so then I got it on the PS3. And then maybe I got it on the PS4, and then I definitely got it on Steam. It's like crazy how many times you buy the game. I'm curious as to how many hours you have. Oh, let's see. Height. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're pretty close. Yeah, it was really fun. I love exploring open world games. I know, yeah, me too. I'm a completionist and like I love to do all the quests. I want to collect all the loot, check every dungeon. I like that in that game they marked like which dungeons were cleared because then otherwise it's just impossible to keep track. I've done every single guild quest and so much crafting. Oh yeah, yeah. There's so much more I could dive into with that. I mean, maybe, yeah, if I'm like retired and bored, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I I don't think I'm ever gonna be retired. I'm always gonna be creating something, and I'll probably never be bored, but I'll probably play anyway. Um, yeah, I love medieval fantasy games. But then it was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go and see the Greybeards. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's like in the beginning. And it's like, oh, those boring farty guys up there. I don't feel like seeing them again. Yeah. I think sometimes like I'm a story writer too, and like I just feel that it can get really boring when, like, in Skyrim, it's like, you're the chosen one. And you're the chosen one everywhere. You're the Dragonborn, you're the, leader of the, what was it called? The Dark Brotherhood. You're the owner of, like, the champions. I forget, like, there was another guild. It's just like, okay, okay. Like, you know, I know you did the quest, but come on, like you can't be like, you know, God. Like, oh my goodness, like they came in human form. or as a Khajiit. As soon as it sets me free, I go right off the tracks. Exactly. Yep. Oh, yeah. Right. Archmage. That's hilarious you say that because I just realized that I didn't even do this intentionally, but I think it was just in my subconscious that like in our game Eldoria, there's 8 provinces and each province has an archmage and I just never I just did not remember that from Skyrim. Oh my goodness. Well, whatever. It's fine. There's like masters and they're like everybody's a wizard or a mage on some level. Then there's like sages and then archmage. But yeah. Eh, wow, that is so funny. Um and Lord help you if you open a chest and another hand has touched the beacon. Yeah, yeah. Ugh. And then there's the Daedric. And that armor is really cool. Anyway, so so this is the level that I'm working on, floor 1. And I'm right here where, like in the Dark Souls games, there's illusionary walls that you can smack at, and then this will actually become an open door like this. And then behind here is going to be the cave I'm going to make, which will look like this on the map I drew here. So I'm going to make the rocks to make the cave. And the cave tool that we have looks like this. And this guy is so amazing, Jason Booth. I love him. It's all like automatic. Like you just edit some splines, like some curves, and you can curve this like automatically populated like cave tunnel that you create, and it can curve and get wider and like go up and down and just it's like I don't have to place all the rocks myself. It's a prefabrication of what I want, and then it just grows based off of you just sliding a little slider. It's amazing. So amazing. Yeah. Sometimes you want to buy the tools to make your job easier. But yeah, so the rock looks good. I'm gonna make a few more rocks. I might make more than 3, maybe like 5, and then I'll just texture them all at once in Substance Painter. So this is really easy. I feel so happy that it's this easy. Rather than having to do the walls manually, it just populates the geometry for you based on where you set the limits. Yeah, exactly. So like mute this. So like he'll show here, like this is it could look any way you want, but this is like what he created as like the tunnel, like a tunnel piece. And then he has an entrance piece, and he's like it's like crazy magic what he does, cuz then when we have terrain and like more of an open world map, we're keeping it in the dungeon right now just to prevent scope creep. But like this piece is used again and again, but it's like meshed together as it elongates, like multiple copies of it, but you can't even really tell. So like he'll move it on the terrain. Let's see. Yeah, like he has different, these are called prefabs in Unity. So it just stands for like prefabrications. It's just like a template that you create. and it makes life a hell of a lot easier. He does it at some point. I can't find it as easily as I wanted to. It's so strange. Oh, it might be here. But like, this is the cave entrance. The arrows are giving me flashbacks to Second Life. Yeah, that's a game I have not played. But so like what he's showing here is the cave entrance, like he's making it longer, and it moves the terrain that's touching the cave. So like the grass and the terrain out here. And look at that. He just generated more of the tunnel, and that is just so awesome. And it doesn't like mess with the terrain above it. So it's really automated. It's super nice. And I can create as many of these prefabs as I want. So yeah, this is definitely new. And he has, you could do it with roads and like vegetation, like trees. It's so crazy how easy it is. So I'll be learning about that. And so this is another prefab that's like, oh, that's so nice. See, I'm still learning. But so it just snapped, the tunnel snapped right to this connector, like that forks off. Wow. See how the tunnel just like updated and like curved with it? That's so amazing. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed, and that's why I bought this. So yeah, I'm gonna create more rocks, and the great thing about these rocks is that you can scale them like way bigger, rotate them, use them in all sorts of ways, so you won't even be able to like realize that it's the same rock being used in multiple places. I'm gonna check here. So LOD1 looks like that. The UV map, okay. That's perfect. So it maps perfectly, both of these. Stretches from the initial point and copies the texture onto individual prints while probably rotating it for variation. Now that is awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, like a lot of game development, and I'm sure you've heard Jesse talk a lot about this, is just how resourceful can you be with like a certain amount of assets. So cut down your workload and also focus on like optimization as you go. Like it's not going to be perfect, especially starting out, like your game may not be very optimized, but it's important to keep that in mind. Yeah, there's tons of people who make so many great tools, and there's just so much one person can do. So it's like just such a great community. You find people that make these tools, there's game developers that want them, that really could help them. Yeah, I love the indie scene. I really do. It's been so comforting. All right. So I'm going to, why not? I'll save this as the next object, so rock 71. And I'm going to create a folder. I mean, it doesn't have to be all the same size, but generally, I guess, the same size. So we're going to save it in here, and it's about her size. I mean, I think I'll make them a little bigger moving forward. So let's say I'll put the 3D cursor here. Should be fine. Let me see. That's a bit of a problem, actually, because the location is not zeroed out. And I'm gonna go back to don't save. Yeah, exactly. If it's fun and engaging, optimization can come later. Yeah, you can really like, especially in programming, even art, you know, like people can get stuck on trying to make it look perfect all the time. And you're just not going to get anywhere because you got to see the cohesive whole to be like, okay, now this is what the game will generally feel like. Now we can start polishing certain things. But just starting out the gate with trying to make everything look perfect, like you'll have this perfect like statue or like code for a very small mechanic, but then it's just like, what is my game as a whole? So you can spend a lot of time there and have to actually delete stuff that you made because it just doesn't fit the cohesive whole. All right. So now we're back on rock 70. And what I want to do is... Oh, I see. Okay. I want to keep the origin in the middle. That would be easiest to manipulate them. So I'm going to move the cursor to... Oops. To the world origin. Let's see. And then selection to cursor. Okay, now the location is zeroed out, so that looks great. I'll do the same here. So selection to cursor. Now I'll re-export them. And this is LOD1. Objects, rock 70. And that 0. Okay. Now I will work on 71. I'm going to make this one bigger. I'll also make this bigger. Okay. Oops. I think what is it again? There's a shortcut for it. Oh well. So let's see. I downloaded this add-on called, well, it's like add mesh something. What was it again? Add mesh extra objects. And within that, there is the rock generator. Oops. This is amazing. So it brings up all these options, and I like this shape. I don't have anything quite like it yet. And I can scale it up. And so we're going to name this the correct name for object 71. Oh, actually, we'll start with LOD1. So that's going to be less detail. And it only needs one subsurf, which is subdivision surface is what it stands for. So I'll remove one. This is what it will look like more far away. Yeah, I'm like so new to it. And this add-on has been around forever, even, I don't know, since since I don't know, like 10 years ago. And I've been using Blender for like 8 years or something, so I just learned about this. It's crazy how much exists already. So yeah, I'm like not even messing with the parameters that much because I'm happy with what I have so far, but I know I'll mess with it more. Oh yeah. Yeah, and like I think they have an add-on called Easy Tree, which I wanted to add as well. And now you can make trees like this, like really, really fast, just with some parameters. It would look much better than what I was doing. Huh. Maybe they changed the name of Easy Tree. Yeah, that's been around forever. It's like it can determine how many trunks there are, the circumference of the trunks, how many, I think like points around how they curve, then how many branches come off of it, how thin the branches are, then how many like bunches of leaves. It's like so awesome with just a few clicks and like you're done. I love it. Yeah, I'll check Easy Tree at some point. Although we will, well, actually, we will have trees in the dungeon. There's gonna be like open portions of like the ceiling and the caves, and I'm gonna have like a visual effect of like light pouring in with like god rays. And then we're gonna have like water and some trees and stuff. I will show you my concept art for the caves. So there it is. Oh, very nice. That's great. You're doing the research. Oh, Cookie, hello. See, Kurika, I told you. I told you Cookie is a regular. If you, I don't think you're a part of our Discord, are you? Or you could just message me. I wonder if it, I don't know if Nightbot will let you put the link in the chat. That's why I say that. I'm gonna copy the link and I'll put it in the chat for you. That's our Discord server. I think we're about to hit 50 members. Very happy about it. I hope you're having a great day, Cookie. But yeah, so and this was just kind of a quick concept art thingy. But I do want like trees, and there's gonna be like little shrubs and ferns and stuff. And I love mushrooms, even though I don't eat them. I love like weird ass looking mushrooms and like in like magical forests and stuff. So I always draw the mushrooms. But yeah, so this kind of helps me get an idea like what I'm gonna make it 3D for the caves, which I'm doing now. All right, let me approve you real quick. Let's see, your B. All right, you're fast, Kurika. Oh well. Thank you for giving your email. Yeah, we send the emails out once a month. And you'll get a bunch of like all the updates like in a really nice concise form, and I make a monthly video of like everything we've done. So I'm gonna add you as a subscriber while I have this open. Oh, okay. Is your first name Kurika? Because I mean, if you just want me to put Kurika, I'm fine. To do that, it's absolutely fine. But for like the newsletter, it just asks me for like the person's first name. Oh, Kim. Okay. Thank you, Kim. And I'm happy to call you Kurika if that's better for you. D. Okay, so I added you. And I'm going to approve your application. Yay! Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to show this one thing. And you'll see it too now since you're in the server. But I'm just reading this, and this is gonna drive me nuts. The GIFs sometimes, like this GIF, it's too much movement and too quick and repetitive, and I just go crazy having that playing on my screen. This is my brother Carlos, and so he was messaging. I'm looking through old files for a ray intersection algorithm I wrote in 2018 on the GPU. As you could tell, he's a genius. With Unity C# meshes, and I found this unrelated Unity build for introductory roguelike game version 0.1.0. Squeakle, is that you? Oh my goodness! What? That's crazy. What the hell? Oh my god, I totally forgot I made this enemy. See, the starter enemy almost always is a rat or a mouse. It just is. We made this game called Twinora, and it still has a Steam page. We're not like working on it anymore, but that's what it was. Oh my god. That's crazy. Also, thank you, Kurika, for that. I'm gonna check this out. Yeah, I guess it's just not like installed on like the base like version of Blender. But I'm definitely gonna check this out. I think I worked with it forever ago. Yeah, wow. Okay. This was really cool. A lot of cool stuff happening. So, all right. So I'm going to apply this. I wonder if the displace modifiers even work. Oh, it looks like it does. That's really cool. Which then I ask myself the question, maybe I could just keep this on as well? Because then, like, if I tab into edit mode, I can edit the rock so easily, like this, and then it changes the shape entirely with just 8 points on the cube. Really cool. So yeah, it looks like all of the modifiers do apply once I export the model. So in that case, although I don't think I can UV map it this way. So okay, I'm thinking out loud. This is what helps. So now it has the actual topology, and this is LOD1. So I'm gonna smart unwrap it, and then it looks like that. Then I'm gonna align to world and UV unwrap it. What was it again? It was like shift P. Yes. Pack islands, so there's a margin. And this helps with texturing. So like align world, if you don't do that, like the normal map is gonna look horrible and you're gonna see the seams. And then making spaces like for the margin, it's so like it doesn't overlap and like mess up the texture. So this is a good base. Then I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'm gonna add the sub surf. So this one has more detail. Ah. But if oh, okay. All right. So I think this had one more level up. So levels in the viewport and render. So it seems really round though. I don't know. Or maybe it's because it's the modifier at the oops. Here it is. There we are. The displace modifiers need to be after it so it looks more rough because it looked way too smooth before. So there's like a gnat. There's like a fruit fly like right here and it's driving me nuts. Okay, I got it. My nickname is Nat T and Nat from it's Nat Darlin would be like, "You killed us." Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna change this to LOD 0 and then change this as well. So now this should work. Let's say I export this to test. LOD1, we're going to this. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good that like it's so easy with Subsurf and it was so fast. I feel like I would run out of ideas. I'm like, wait, did I like it just doesn't look natural if I like think too hard about making the rock. All right, so this is LOD1. And oh, I want to make sure. Okay. Oh, the scale is not applied. Okay, now it is. Okay. All right, that should be fine. So now, and I'm gonna write some documentation on this as well. So if I go into Unity, it's good. And then if I open up the mesh renderers here, so this one's gonna be lower, this one's gonna be higher. Ah, so it looks like I do not need to apply this. All right, so I'm gonna open up my notes and use Notion for documentation. And I have written so much. And this helps people like whoever, if we have another artist in the future, like just on ramp easier. So they know our workflow for our specific art style. Documentation. Everybody wants a rock to wind a piece of string around. Sorry, I'm a huge They Might Be Giants fan. I'm not sure what They Might Be Giants is. I like to expose myself to things I'm not familiar with. Oh, cool. I'm so into music and I remember lyrics really well. So I'm the one usually, next to my brother, like just singing all these lyrics from songs and he's like, "How do you remember all of this?" Oh wow. Yeah. I love 80s music. I love 80s and 90s music. I would recommend the entire album Flood. They Might Be Giants. I'll add it. Giants Flood. Okay. I'm gonna add that. I also need a pee like a racehorse, so I'll be right back. I'll put the BRB screen. Let's see. Quickly, I gotta pee! Okay. All right, guys. You're funny, Karika. I don't know why that reminds me of like it had to be some game that I played as a kid. Maybe like Freddy Fish or something. Where like just really silly shit would happen and like those games were so much fun. But like, you know, you'll walk in or swim in to like a new area and then all the, you know, fish that are like pretending to be a part of the environment are like, wait, everybody, they're coming, hide quick, and they'd have all these silly sounds and whatever. Yeah, like what are you guys doing? Yeah. uh, all right. Yeah, I'll definitely listen um to that album later. I'm always you know, open to listening to new stuff. I love listening to like epic music, Celtic music. I've been listening to Nordic music, like Nordic epic music lately. I like instrumental. My favorite music artist is Owl City because he's just so uplifting. Um, but yeah, I do love a lot of like 80s and 90s music too. Birdhouse in Your Soul has been my favorite song. It's on that album since the 90s, but that's just me. And I don't know why I closed that parenthetical statement with a quotation mark. That's okay. Yeah. I think I'm a bit younger than you. I was born in 93. But I just feel like such an old soul and you know, I my birthday was on April 19th and my dad was like, "Wow, you're already 33." And I'm like, "I'm just 33." I don't know. It's like that's a crazy joke right there. Oh. I for some reason I had the year 83 in my head. So I was like, Kiriko was born in 83. That's a fact. It's not a fact. Like context clues. uh, all right. Fan is blowing and my hair is like stabbing me in the cornea. It must have been a very interesting time to grow up cuz like I just love like the tech from and just the music too from like I mean like late 70s, 80s like the video games. Oh my god. Just had my 48th birthday on the 5th. Oh, happy birthday. I think I remember you saying it was your birthday. I think or was that a dream? I think I wished you happy birthday, but happy birthday again. Yeah. Oh yeah. That is like so amazing. Like such an amazing time. My brother's birthday just passed on May 7th. He's 5 years younger than me. So, we went to a break room and it was our first time ever, me, my mom and him, and he was very gentle. He's trying to break the stuff. And me, I was just like first time, but just like swinging like a professional like baseball player, just breaking bottle after bottle. It was really fun. All right. I have a very fiery personality, but I've really mellowed out over the years. We got to see all of the consoles as they came out. All of them! All of the computers, the cell phones, the tablets, everything. But at the same time, the loss of rotary phones, pay phones, I know. Being able to just be out and not be reachable. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was little, my mom still had a rotary phone. She also had one of those like cell phones, like one of the first ones. It was like an actual brick and like a long antenna would come out of it, and she had it in her car. And then we found it like years later and we were like, wow, this is a relic. And I remember when there were still payphones. I'm still unreachable on my phone because I just have my phone off nearly all the time. But that's just my personal choice. Let's see. For rocks, use the, what is it called? I closed it. It's the add object. No, what do you call it? I still have some old phone books. I think the younger kids would flip out at having their phone numbers and addresses just there in a book for everyone to see. Yeah. Or you could just flip the page. You could flip out or flip the page. Yeah, I had my own little address book for a while. Yeah. Like my first cell phone was a flip phone when I was 14, and it didn't even have internet on it. And then after that, it was one of those like slide out phones that had like the slide out keyboard. That was my favorite. But I also enjoyed not having a cell phone at all. Like, honestly. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Then the plans came out. It's like free text and calling. Wow. Nice. I know. It was like revolutionary. You got the good plan. Let's see. So add-ons. Add mesh extra objects. That's what it's called. Add mesh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this topic could quickly spiral into a can of worms. Um, but I do miss the times when people were not glued to their phones constantly. I personally love reading books. And yes, I love Nora Roberts. I love I love romance novels, and I love flipping pages, just turning pages. And you own it. Amazon is not going to take it away, or you don't need internet connection. You're good. Um well, I'm so glad that we vibe so well, Karika. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's a lot of time I have just with myself and like not talking to a ton of people, in all honesty. So it means a lot to connect with you and to talk to you. It was a great surprise. Looks off to side at bookcase full of Terry Pratchett. Oh god. Yeah. Oh. I would love to get like a bookcase or a bookshelf someday with like glass doors. It's just like, and I just love keeping like my books neat and everything neat. Oh, I love reading. I love reading. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I have like books about like health stuff and like herbal remedies and like human anatomy and stuff, but I just work so much on the game. I just want to read romance novels, you know? I don't really want to learn and work more, like go to bed and open a book to like study stuff. It's like, geez, you gotta play a little. Let's see. Rock generator. And then let's say, so how do we start out? For LODs, we'll start with LOD 0, highest detail, and LOD 1, next highest detail. Oops, capitalize the S. Oh, hey, mortal. Karika has been keeping me company, and Cookie is here too. I'm so happy to have her. And yeah, so see, I think you're her. I'm just assuming. Oh, I'm full on sci-fi, fantasy, manga, comedy, and then a dash of world. Whoa, a dash of World War II and other history stuff. Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. When I was in middle school, Naruto came out, and like I had a lot of the manga. That was the only time I had physical manga. Um, I love fantasy. Okay, so since you mentioned, so this book, it has well, this one doesn't have dragons in it, but it does have fairies and magic and like mermaids and tons of romance. It's both things in one. I love like fantasy. Absolutely. Sci-fi is cool too. I haven't gotten into sci-fi lately. But the last game I played was like Mass Effect 3, which was forever ago. Anyway, we have a lot of overlap in the same kind of stuff that we like to read about. And comedy's always great. I love comedy. Okay. So for documentation, start out with LOD 1 and I mean, add a subsurf modifier if necessary. Keep the polys, I mean, poly count to, I mean, it depends what it is. For example, I'd say like 100 to 200 for rocks. Mostly read the classic sci-fi stuff like Ray Bradbury, Isaac Asimov, and various other story collections. Very nice. And then just whatever I could get my hands on. I feel like that's just so healthy for the brain, and it's so satisfying to like have like a book and just actually be done with it. I feel like when it's a lot of like digital media, there's no like weight to it or like I own this. It's just all in this cloud. Um yeah. I'm a minimalist, definitely. You know, within reason, like more towards the minimalist end of the spectrum, but I do like books a lot and I have been collecting them. Fantasy. So so much Dragonlance. Then Piers Anthony, Robert Asprin. I forgot Douglas Adams and sci-fi. Well, you're giving me a lot of great resources to check out. I'll definitely pick your brain later because I'll be getting more books in the future. Yeah, it's very interesting. Um, You think you've read all these stories and nobody can create another unique story, not quite like the rest, but there's a lot. There's a lot of cool material to read. Mm, yeah. Yeah, so did I. I had the Kindle app for a while on my phone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're old school. Just like Jesse here. um, yeah. Let's see. That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing, Kurika. Those are really cool sounding authors that you read their stories and it gives I think it gives a lot of inspiration for things that you might create, you know? Like even if it's a mod on Skyrim or something or you write your own story or you draw a character. Yeah. Mortal is old blood and guts. Yeah. Uh, it's nice. It's nice to connect with people that are like, you know, geeks and like into all of this like fantasy, like sci-fi, geeky stuff, like into technology, but they're also like they have an old school side to them. I've tried writing, but I've deleted so many of them because I feel they're derivative of things I've read. Yeah, I know. Well, see, hey, I did that thing with the Archmages, um, just like Skyrim. I didn't even realize it, but it really is. Everything we create in some fashion is derived from what we've been exposed to, and that's not like plagiarism or like ripping somebody's stuff off. You know, you do like intertwine your own story in there. Um, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't like own the word. Thank you. That helps me feel better. um, all right. So I'm gonna zoom in to finish this documentation. Otherwise, I'll change the title to like Natalia and Kurika go at it and just talk about all these cool things. um, I do love talking to you though. Like This is this is the beginning of many conversations, I'm sure. It's such an enabler. It's funny because I barely see you talk in Jesse's streams, but I think it's because you're holding back or like I don't know. That's funny. I had no idea all this time. You're a very sweet person. Um, I do love talking to you, so thank you for sharing. um, all right, so start up with yeah, yeah, I mean it. um, keep the poly count to example rocks. Let's see. Go through the unwrapping process, then duplicate the model and name it LOD0. Add subsurf modifier make sure, let's see, both models are zeroed out in all transforms, if applicable. I think that's it. I think that's it as far as Blender goes. Unity stuff. I'll just write that because it's very simple to set up the LODs, but I haven't done it in quite a while, so I'll be messing with that soon. I'm going to play some of the Eldoria music. I mean, I might as well play it on the stream because it just sounds so good. Let's see. I'll play one after the other. Hopefully it's a good volume. I hope it's not too loud. Okay. Should be good. So this is the music by our composer, Michael. He's really talented. Oh, that's a thing. Alright. Gotta assign materials to them. Yeah, I don't have materials. Huh. Yeah, that one. Wait, oh, I saw it. Now it disappeared. That one kind of looks like a nose. It keeps changing. Oh, there it is. I think that's the nose rock. Yeah. I'm gonna close that out, and then I'm gonna play the combat version. That reminds me of a Pokemon. It started getting ridiculous in Pokemon. Once they added the nose rock Pokemon, I'm like, I gotta leave. I gotta get out of here. I did enjoy Pokemon for a while, but ooh. Some of these are very unique shapes. Yeah, even if I like go back to one, it never really quite shows up again. Well, Oh, I like that one. I have to move slowly. And I don't want, like... I see some of them with, like, really tight, edges to them. This one looks good. Although it feels kind of round. Roughness. See, now I'm playing with the, values. Huh. 2.5. Yeah. Detail level. I'll keep it at 3. Oh, these probably transfer to subsurf, these numbers. Interesting. Skew. Huh. This is interesting. I'll stick with this one. I can always edit it, like with these very, not a ton of points here, which is great. Like, let's say if I move it. Yeah, I think that's good. Exactly, are you into abstract art? Because that's what it reminds me of. Oh, yeah. Just put them on pedestals and be like, this is art! Let's see, so, oops, this is actually object 72. We'll call this LOD 1. Yes. Which I'm gonna lower the detail. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I call this Triumph of the Blobby. Yeah, it's like, I don't really understand the deal with abstract art. I'm just like, or you could draw like a person in more form. I don't know. I'm it's weird. I know why it exists. It's like a expression. Art is always some form of expression. There's no right or wrong way. But me personally, I like to draw more realistic or like recognizable things. Yeah, exactly. My mom loves going to museums and like galleries and stuff. Um, I can appreciate it, you know. It doesn't have to be like your thing. But I think just allowing people to enjoy what they enjoy is like peaceful. uh all right, so this is LOD1. I'll duplicate. Oh, no. Not duplicating yet because I want to unwrap it. Let's see. And then align world, and there we go. If I press enter. Very good. Then, oops. I like that saying. I don't hear it often enough. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think we, mostly all of us already know this, but I think it comes from a lot of insecurity, and it's like, you can like what you like, and that is totally fine, and it makes the world more interesting if there's different types of art. All right. So this is LOD0, subsurf, and I'm going to move it up I wonder how I made them all small so fast. I don't know. I did that last time. And this is looking good. So I'm gonna export it. Oops. Oh, sure. So this is LOD 0, everything's zeroed out in the transform. And again, LOD 1. Yeah, just gonna double check. Wonderful. Looking good. I'm gonna play some music. Oh, oops. If I do this, then YouTube's gonna flag me. So I gotta mute it. Twitch is usually fine with it, but oh well. Okay, so this is good. Oh. Gotta add the material. Oops. I'm also remembering that it would be really good to create rocks that are more flat. Because that's what Jason Booth does with his tool. So I'm gonna do that. Because like right here you'll see that like he's using the same rock on top as he is on the bottom, but he uses like this same side is used, I think, for the bottom part where the player actually walks. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure to make that. I was wondering if it could make rocks with holes in them, or you'd have to do that manually. Well, let's find out. And there's a Boolean operator in Blender that I could use to make holes in it. But it might not be pretty, at least topology wise. But let's see. So we already created what we needed here. I think I re-exported it with the materials on it. Yes, I did. So then let's say we're going to create the third one. And this one will have a flat side to it. But I'm going to try what... Okay, yeah, no. I'm just thinking about like how I'm listing out these rocks. And they're named all of the same thing, but the IDs are different. It's fine. I think it's fine. Let's see. So if I create a new rock, I'm looking around, like I know they have presets for like different kinds of rocks, which are really cool. Like this is a sandstone, an asteroid, like super cool, right? Helps you get started a little easier. Then like a river rock is smoother. The default one is a little bit more rough. It kind of has a little bit of everything. And Fake Ocean, I don't think I'd actually ever use this, but maybe. I don't know. So let's say we go with the default. There's not really any reason to make holy rocks, but it seems like an interesting hypothetical. If you're on the moon or like, and thank you for whoever followed. So I have seen rocks with holes actually, and I live in Texas, like central Texas, and we're like right on the edge of the desert. It's so cool. There are rocks with holes in it, and it might as well. It looks like you're on the moon or something. It's really cool. So there could be a use to it. I don't see any sort of option for the hole, but it can be done. Yeah, I just don't see it in this tool specifically. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I think there is a tool for flattening one side of the rock. So I'll make one, maybe I'll just make it like this. I'll make it a lot bigger. I followed. Oh, yay, thank you. Oh, I'm so used to talking to Karika. I was like, it's Karika who just said this. No, it's someone else. Welcome. I followed. One tip is to use image reference and even use pureref when you go to download. Be sure to enter 0 unless you want to pay for it. Oh yeah, thank you. You know, it's kind of a weird setup right now. I can make Blender smaller. I do have pureref. I just don't use it. I don't know. But I do have references here. And you're right, like it is better to have reference open. So like I'll just kind of eyeball this. It does give a much better sense in like how to make a 3D asset if you have reference. Thank you. Yeah, it's like I mean I could. Let's see, pureref. Oh, you know what? I had it and then my computer crashed, like totally had to get wiped and everything a couple of months ago, so I would have to re-download it. Well, with pureref you can resize the window and float it. You're right. And that would make it easier in this instance. I might as well do it now, because I'm going to be making a lot of props for the cave, and I won't have to keep switching back and forth. Thank you for that. Let's see. So I'll add 0 here. It's rough as a indie dev, you know? I pay for so many things already. All right. So downloads. Yeah, if I guess you saw in the about section, but I'm working on a Souls-like RPG called Eldoria that me and my brother are leading, and we have 4 other developers on it too, but we're like the most active. So yeah, pureref will definitely help me. And gonna start it here. I've used it a bit, but I could definitely make more use of it. Explorer, no thank you on that. I could keep it in the start menu and explore thumbnails. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I did research, and I think I used ZBrush like a long time ago. I remember, I think most of us remember, like buying a program and owning it, and that's it. You know, um, just gonna shake my head and smile. But yeah, like I used Substance Painter, and it was a really challenging decision because you could get it on Steam and pay one time, but then you don't get updates, which is fine by me, but you don't really get any new or like consistently updated like what are they called, textures and materials. And it looked like you barely get anything at all if you just pay once for the Steam version. And it sounded like it was really buggy on the Steam version. And I'm like, come on, man. uh, there's 3D code still lets you own it, thankfully. Yeah, I researched that. There were a couple of other ones that I did research on. I have notes somewhere, and I noted why I didn't pick 3D code, but maybe it's more intuitive than I think it is. I use Krita instead of Photoshop. I use Blender instead of Maya. Um, so I'm open, to learning 3D code. Like if it actually feels intuitive and it helps streamline the process. Kurika says, I still have physical discs for Paint Shop Pro 5. Of course you do. I love that. Uh, I bought it on Substance Painter once on Steam. Uh, they update it for 1 year, I believe. I didn't see any crashes. Do you remember what your experience was with like the materials and like the textures? Like was there like a lot? Like did you have a lot to choose from? Because if so, like I want to sign off of this subscription thing. It's like, I don't know, $26 a month, just that one thing. There is a lot. I don't know 3D Coat, but I did learn ZBrush, so I'm sure I can understand it. Yeah. I could always do another dive again, because uh, finances are tight right now, and I'm good at learning things, so I'm willing to learn. Alright, so I'm gonna download this, save image. I'll do cave references. Mhm. Oh, thank you. That would be better. Yeah, let's see. I'll test that. Oops. Haha! Wow, okay. Pure Ref is way better than I thought it was. Thank you so much. Yeah. I just dragged it. Wow. Oh my god. No wonder. No wonder people are like, please use Pure Ref. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just keep dragging stuff. I'll even drag my own concept art. Okay, so this was, I guess, the installation file, and then it's just like in my program files folder, I assume. I just kind of didn't even look at what I was doing. It's more focused on the conversation. So, I have the concept art here that I want to use that I made. And I'm also gonna drag these in because the shapes of the cave, each cave itself is there. So, oh, that's nice, and it keeps it all together. You can also crop the images, too. I don't remember the hotkey hold down. It may be holding Alt, then drag the edge. I should just open purify and check. Yeah. You've been so helpful. Thank you so much. Title bar settings? Huh. Maybe I just right click in here. Yeah. Settings, keyboard shortcuts, crop. Crop image, at least by default, is Control Alt Shift C. Or crop selection, which maybe is the opposite of what I want. Control Alt Shift C. So I'll just test it. Huh. Or maybe. Huh. Oh, okay. So the ends of the image changed. And then I pressed enter. So once I did Control Alt Shift C, then the these handles changed to crop. Let's see. Hold C and then click drag works. Oh, okay. Huh. At least on mine, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, unless if it's. No, it's not the middle mouse button. Yeah. Yeah, maybe your setup is like, I don't know. You might have changed your own hotkeys, because the one I have by default is just so long. That's a. Huh. Yeah, because that's what I saw before. Left mouse button. Oh, maybe then I press C. Oh, yeah, it was. That was weird. It was like I had to hold down the left mouse button first and then press C. Weird, but it works. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use this. I remember like then once you're done, you can like set the entire black background to be transparent and then it's just overlaying whatever you're doing. So once I get what I want in here, then I'll do that. This is so great. I'm glad I jumped on this again. I could, well, I have for cave a lot of pins here. I am gonna get like overall cave pictures to get the sort of feeling. The walls kind of closing in a bit. Oh, okay. Let's see. And this is where the mode is. Transparent to mouse. Control N. A happy note. That is very helpful. Thank you. Oh, this is a really great program. Get rid of that for now. I would love to have water. And this is good for the entrance. Still, whoops. Where did it go? I just saw the stalagmites and stalactites. I dragged it. Oh, I changed the order. Here it is. Where is it going? Something weird is happening. It just doesn't want to move over. That's weird. Now it's like kind of freezing up or something. Even F5 didn't work. It's like, what's going on? All of a sudden I can't drag it anymore. Can't right click it. Wow, this is so weird. I'm gonna go back to Pinterest. You can notice I like Itachi. All right, going back. All right. Just work this time. Thank you. Okay. So, and okay, maybe this one too. I'll leave it like that for now. Just be sure to save when you're happy. Don't want to lose your image. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You can save it. Cave. I'll just save it like on, not in the repo. I'll put it on the desktop for now. So like pure ref, say that. All right. Let's organize it a little better. I wonder how I'm gonna fit this. Unless if I just, because I don't need to see this right now, so I could just move this over. And then just have these be in my view. So I'll save again, and then always on top. And then transparent to mouse might be it. Yeah. Maybe I'll do it to this. Definitely. That's cool. Yeah, it feels very intuitive. All right. This feels pretty good. I will see what this does. Control T. Okay. So I see what that does. Oh. Huh. I did Control T, but now it just it really ignores my mouse, and I thought doing it again, Control T, would like toggle it off. But it doesn't. I wonder how to deal with that. There we are. All right. That's really nice. These settings here. Always on top. Split. Enable overlay mode. Oh, I already figured it out. Thank you, though. Yeah. Um. Huh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Um. So Control Y, I think. Maybe not. Control Y. There we go. I'm gonna zoom in and have this more this. So I could still see the chat, but this is here. Maybe I want to move these closer. Okay, that's a pretty good layout. Yeah. Oh, I see. Huh. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I'll be here. I hope you enjoy your walk. Okay. All right, so now it's ignoring the mouse events. Very good. So let's say, I'll have it like this big. So this is the rock that I want to make flat on one side. Okay. And I think it actually changes the size of the mesh, like MicroVerse, that tool. So I think it's like a sculpting tool or something. It's like the flatten brush. I'm just gonna check in on some messages real quick. Hold on 1 second. Oh, oh, that's okay. How do I even pronounce this person's username? Aphixe? Aphixe. They were helping me with this program called PureRef. And I just accepted your friend request, Kurika. Thank you. It's very sweet. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for keeping the chat alive, and it was really great talking to you. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, it's going well. It's good to have reference up. Have a good night. Right. Okay, looking good. Thank you. Yeah, my 2 streams per week are at night, so it's probably gonna uh be this dark. But I think in the Discord general chat, if you scroll up, you'll see a picture of me on my birthday in a new outfit I got, and that is in full light, so you'll see. Thank you so much. You're very, very sweet. All right, so I guess I better get to sculpting here. This is Rock 73. Object. Oops. I'll consider this LOD1. And we're going to apply one of the subsurfs. I mean, I'm kind of curious on how to move forward with this because do I do it on the LOD1 version or LOD2? Probably LOD1 because it's way less topology to manage. I'll just go into sculpting mode. Where's flatten? Oh, I wasn't flattening, I was smoothing it out. Let's see what the strength on the brush is. Tool strength very low. We want it pretty dang flat. So eesh. It's not looking as I intend. Well, I know what to do. What if like oh, I see more of your messages, Kurika. You're probably gone by now, but let me see here. So here, I'm gonna move this over. This should work fine. Different account on the YouTube app, but I made it to the stream. You're so funny. Hello, you see my face. I haven't shown my face in a year. Yeah, I have the setup to do it now. Welcome, Shadow. You're so funny. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Kuriko is in here. Make sure to hydrate. Thank you. As I read that, I will hydrate. And don't be like mortal. Yeah, oh boy. I think I take better care of myself more than mortal does. I try, I really do. All right, so we're gonna zoom in on this. This should work, so it's not covering the stream or the chat. Okay. All right. Yay, the chat is nice and available. So to catch you up, Shadow, yeah, so I'm learning how to really streamline how to make these rocks for this cave. And I'm starting to use this new Unity asset package that we have. We've had it for a while, but just haven't used it, and it's a way better method to create terrain and caves, and it's just beautiful. So I'm very excited to use it. And these rocks are going to be for the cave that are the cave is going to be so easy to manipulate and change the shape of, and I don't need to do all this manual stuff. It's just based off of splines. So that's what we're doing. So that's a good way to flatten. And then let's say if I have proportional editing on, and then I scale, this could be the floor, and then I could use the other side of it. Ooh. Doesn't look flat with the displacement maps on. Maybe this one won't have displacement maps as much. Even that is better, even if I just take that one off. So one subsurf, this is LOD1. This has only 144 faces, as far as I know. Oh no, it doesn't. It has way more than that. So this is LOD1. I mean, I could probably make it a little longer. Rotate it. Oh yeah. Yeah, for developers that are watching, if you use Unity, this is the package. It's fantastic. Oh, I'll put it in both. Where is it? I had my own video open, but your channel today has been so great. Like, we have so many new people coming in, like helping and suggesting things, and I just really appreciate that. Let's see. I'm gonna put this here. I'm pretty sure if I copy this. Yep. So normally, like, I got it on sale for $67 instead of $200. But it is great, so just sharing that. All right, so I think I can hide this for now. I want this to be elongated along the x-axis. Let me make this bigger. I think this is pretty solid for LOD1. And I'm gonna apply all transforms. I want to unwrap, so we're going to do Smart UV wrap, line to world, and Shift P for creating enough margin space between the UV islands. So then we're going to create LOD0 from this. Oops. Meant to do it on here. I'm gonna check. The humidity is probably garbage outside. I was gonna say I'll go check the weather and see if I can open my window, but yeah, it's like raining right now. Well, tomorrow's partly cloudy. The dew point is better. Tomorrow's better. All right. That's hopeful. Right. So LOD 0, we want subsurf on. We do not want subsurf on this one. So yeah. And I'm gonna actually apply this. It's not like crazy topology, or crazy polys on this, but it will only be when you're up close. So I'm in my garage, so like I hear like creaking sometimes, and that's just like the garage door moving from the wind, and I'm like, oh, okay. Getting used to that. So yeah, let's just see that these have the materials. Very good. So rock 3. Or rock 73. Let's go up. This is LOD 0. And LOD 1. I feel like this is one of our most successful streams so far. I'm really happy about it. So then maybe if I look at the video again, are there any other rocks that I could use? Maybe another flat surface rock would be good. I could always use this as like a template, so I'll save this as 74. And I'll go up. Did I create it? Yeah. Okay. All right. And then we're just gonna change the material name there. So how do I want this to be different? I can make it a little, start with LOD 1, then duplicate it. So it can get a little more rocky here. So it's not exactly the same. I could always edit whatever I make in the future. And I could extrude, I want to make the underside here a little bit more bumpy. Let's see if it looks natural. I'll change the shape overall a little bit as well. select like these. Feeling good. Want to kind of spread out the topology pretty evenly. So move this down to maybe here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic, but I'll, change things as I go along if I feel that's necessary. So I'm going to duplicate this. Oops. It still has its the old model in its memory, so I'm going to save, then reopen that so I can rename it properly. Right, and then I want to add subsurf to it. Oh, that's how I did it last time. Very good to know. Oh, I want to unwrap this now since I changed this shape quite a bit. There we go. And then line to world, Shift P. And then now we duplicate. Hopefully it lets me, but if not, that's fine. It did not let me, but I refreshed it. Now, I'm going to add the subsurf again. I'll let it be, and I'll see how it looks with the texture on. I think it's fine. So rock 74. After this I can start texturing, get a feel for it all. Oops, did that again. Welcome back. I was trying to pronounce your name before. Apixie? It just sounds bad. Like, I feel like I'm like 7 years old trying to say like a word that has more than 7 letters. It's going well. It's going well. I'm about to start texturing the rocks and just see how they feel. Created the last rock here. LOD0 and LOD1. And I think, let me just make sure that we're all set actually. Yay, I did it right. LOD1. Okay. So, I'm gonna close Blender for now. And I guess I'll keep Unity open. So I created 5 rocks, each with 2 LODs. Jesus Christ. I'm in the I said this before, but I'm in the garage and like the wind is kind of picking up and like the door is like making these sounds and I'm like, oh. It looks like I'm missing a material, I guess, on yeah, on rock 70. Okay. I'll do that real quick. Realistic, cartoonish, a certain art style from a certain game or movie. The rocks, yeah, they may look a little bit cartoony. You know, it's like I'm trying for more of a realistic environment. But the characters are like anime style. And well, Amara is not in the scene right now, but oh yeah. Yeah, I'll show you what she looks like. And welcome back, Shadow. Um, so this is I have so Amara, the plan is to have you play as her at 9 years old and then at 15 years old. But we're starting out with 9 right now for the demo we're making for Steam. And this is what she looks like. And when she's in game, let's see if I can hide this. Can I hide this? Oh, okay, I gotta do that too. All right. So if I put her in game, she should look pretty good. Like this. And I can play the game too. But so she's cell shaded, all characters are cell shaded. So we don't put a ton of texturing detail on them. And then we have them in this dungeon called the Lost Labyrinth. I should be able to play on floor 1 with no problems on this branch. So if yeah, I'm on floor 1. Let's say this plays maximized. We have magic in the game so far. We will have melee very soon. Whoa, that's like not okay. That is some crazy noise, man. It's raining pretty hard, it seems. You know what's better? I don't know what's going on in this scene. Maybe there's no nav mesh. I don't know what the problem is. But to quickly show you what it's like in game. Yeah, like this is so like it's a Souls-like, you know, this will be like your bonfire that you rest at. And you know, we have physics for the cape, I mean for the scarf and her hair and everything. I've created all of the art, the UI, the animations, the visual effects for the most part. Almost everything. Then my brother recently did this, and pardon the noise from outside. But so when you kill an enemy, now you get spirit shards, so you'll see the number add on to what you have here, and that visual effect that happens. And we're gonna be revising the animations some more. Because my brother had some really good advice, and that was like, some of her animations feel a bit robotic, and that is definitely not what we want. So, yeah, we have magic right now, and the AI, like, I guess how enemies fight and everything, that's going to improve. So, yeah. And that's a chain lightning arc. It's a like chain attack that can link up to 5 enemies nearby. Yeah, I know. It really does sound like the garage is falling down. Yeah, that's hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to mute myself. Where's all right. My mom was worrying about the weather outside, and she's like, should we put the car in the garage?" And I'm like, "I'm in the garage. There's no fucking room for that." Yeah, and you know what else with the animations is that the IK goals, the way that I move them, they're too close like to the actual arms, so it seems like the arms are kind of like moving too quickly and there's not like as much of a flow to it. As far as like, oh, I know what happened. Wait, no, do I? No, I don't know what happened. Because the player is supposed to spawn when you start the game, and as far as I know, I mean the nav mesh I don't really think has to do with where's the beginning of the level. No, that's the end of the level. This is the beginning of the level. I don't think nav mesh has to do anything with the player. That's just for enemies. So I'm not sure what that is, but I can always talk to my brother about that. What I'm working on specifically in this branch is the design for the dungeon. So like the walls, now the caves. So I created all 3 levels already, so now it's just cave time. My brother has set up some new systems for how the player gets instantiated. So I'm not super familiar with it yet, so I'm thinking that might be the reason why she fell through the floor. But yeah. Yeah. I'm just not sure how much my brother did through code or like, you know, like this is the player prefab. And as far as I could tell, you know, it's pretty complex how we have it set up, but as far as I know, there's a collider here. There's a rigid body. Movement collider. Yeah, I mean, is trigger, I mean, yeah, I don't want to poke around and like mess with this stuff because it should work. You know, and when we merge, it should work. But I'm just trying to stay focused on what I'm working on and not get too deep into the weeds on that because that's more of my brother's job. Yeah, so no, you know what? I'm gonna look right now with the sound effects. Let's see, it's in review. Michael worked on all of these sound effects. So door opening and closing, breaking crates and barrels, spirit shards resting on the ground. I don't know why this was okay. Fire crackling, open chest. Amara getting hurt. Yeah, I recorded myself for Amara's voice. Punching, death yelp. That was so weird. Toxic spores, lightning arc, sunstrike. So those 3 spells for the different parts of casting the spell. UI navigation, consuming an item like a potion. So Michael apparently created his own sound. We'll see how it sounds, but I might record the sound that I shared with you, Jesse. Picking up items, descending down the stairs to go to the next floor, the magic spring, and the swirl screen upon resonating with a magic spring. So that's like when you heal and stuff like that. But yeah, I described every single sound for Michael. Sent, recordings of all the things, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So my brother will be, in the next few days, implementing that into the game, because now it's uploaded, so we have access to it. Yeah. So, what was I up to? I'm going to look at the rocks. Right, I'm missing a material on rock 70, or object 70. So if I go to here... Oh, this is the wrong repo. We'll go here, rock 70. Oh, now I was oh man, now I can't even talk. Oh, now I remember what I was going to ask. How in Substance Painter can I find where materials you speak of? I am not very deep into knowing how the program works. I'm actually about to open Substance Painter, so I'll show you. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. There was a bit of a learning curve with Substance Painter, but it wasn't too bad. Nowhere near as difficult as Blender, for sure. I'm just gonna add this real quick. Add a material. Okay, so LOD1. And LOD2. I mean LOD0. Alright, so now we're going to open up Substance Painter. Let's get started. So we'll start with this one. Adobe is too much for me. Yeah. I know the basics, but I don't know. You said there is a massive library. I know generators and masks and layers and some color ID stuff. Hey, it sounds like you know a good amount. Oh, and baking basics. Yeah. So how I have it laid out. I'm gonna open this up now. It's been a while since I opened up Substance Painter, but it's called like the store or I think it's Substance 3D Assets. This is I'm gonna move, oops, maybe this. So how I have it laid out, on the bottom left-hand corner, it's the Substance 3D Assets. That's the tab that it's called. And you can change the size somewhere. Is there? Where is it? I thought there was like a slider. That's kind of Unity though for like the size of the assets. Okay. So like you can make it smaller. I just like to have it bigger so I can see like what the textures actually look like. Sensitive content, stout beer, mold, uh, amber beer, cider, all this alcohol. They just okay. So like you could download whatever. Let's say I want to download like rock, 'cause that's what I'm doing. So let's say I download natural rock. I don't know a ton of details about it, but like see the little check mark happens because it's like you have it in your project and then it's downloading. And then it will show within my assets. So there it is. It'll always show like the newest one that you downloaded. But it's like, I don't know like what the finite amount of materials or like assets that exist. Because I think it's like, it's not just materials. It could be like, really anything from the Substance 3D assets that you download. You could download smart materials, I'm assuming masks and filters and anything that's really here. Because in all honesty, I don't want to make my own textures. I have before. It takes forever. Yeah. So the research that I did with the Steam version of like buying Substance Painter once is that you just plainly don't have access to the library, to the Substance 3D assets, and people can upload their own assets that they create in here, which I mean, I'll be honest, I've never opened Substance Designer, which is where I believe you can create them much more easily. I think you can absolutely create materials in Substance Painter, but Substance Designer, I think you can really fine tune exactly what you want to make. So that was really the main reason why I didn't buy it, buy the Steam version. You might be able to buy materials separately, but I'm just like, so much money all the time. You see the asset tab? I have all those materials. Ah. Yeah, like, well, that's good. I mean, I could definitely do more research on it. But I just feel like for what we're making, I don't want to like give myself so much work to create more materials with just a very limited amount of what they give you, like here. So it's good to talk about it though. I've been kind of in the dark about this. I'm just doing research on my own. But yeah, so we're gonna create a new project, and I think I could get away with 1K, maybe 2K resolution, because they're gonna be big rocks. So let's go to Eldoria. We're gonna start with rock 70. Now it's been a while. So we're gonna take LOD 1. No. I mean, I could bake it. I'll give it a shot and see if it's even worth my time. Because I think honestly the texture is gonna do a lot. So F8 is to go into this menu. So you do this, and then expand it so it covers the rock entirely. I think that's good. I don't really need ID on, and I'll just bake it. And then if I go back, that looks absolutely bizarre. So I'm just going to say, don't do it. Because I really think I'll be fine without baking. There's really not much to bake into that. I just don't like to give up though. Let me see. Why? Why? That just... I know the mesh is like overlapping in some spots, but if the cage shape changes and I make it bigger like this, shouldn't it help? I do. I'm gonna check here just to make sure. But it's because like the rocks are overlapping like that, and these are my UVs. So this is LOD1 and LOD0. But I'm thinking like I don't think I should have to make a cage mesh to bake this, because this program should be able to do it. Yeah, because this is the high poly mesh that you're supposed to bake into it. I mean, there's no, like... Okay, I'll just bake it, and because I clicked that checkbox, it's fine because it's just using itself as the mesh to bake the detail into it, which there's not much of anything. But, like, I've done this before where you can use a high poly mesh, which that's what I did here. And, I'm wondering... There's no errors here. I'm thinking of, like, the naming, like, the file names. Which... No, actually. Because what I'm using, if I go to project configuration, this is LOD1. So LOD1, if we look in Unity where it's located, or yeah, LOD1, this is just one mesh. Like, you don't see anything overlapping or cutting through. Plus, it also just has 164 vertices, so like I know this is just the one rock. This is the exact file that is connected here. So in Substance Painter, you can only add one file, which it has that one mesh in it. And like, I recognize what it did. See how, like, if I remove this, it was the blue part? That is what baked in and looked really ugly. So I thought that increasing the max frontal distance would help with that. So if I go back, there it is again. Yeah, the suffix. So maybe, low Like, I can change it to, in this case, yeah, it is very weird. So let's say the low poly one is LOD1. Whoops, tab did that. It's kind of annoying. You can't just press the tab button to like go down like fields. And then this is it. If we try again, that doesn't look right. Unless if the normals are backwards or something. Let's see. Okay, so the normals are showing, they're pointing outwards. Same here, they're pointing outwards. Normally, like, you want the rocks to actually, you know, be the same size like this. So I definitely don't want to change the size of the rocks. It's just a little confusing. Which it looks different than the last time, which is kind of odd since I changed the suffix. I think I keep it to always. That doesn't really seem to do much. And like if it's in red, that's bad. You know, you want it covered. I don't really know. I don't really know. For now, I can just do this and check out what the texture looks like. I'm thinking definitely on some rocks I will probably want to bake the higher poly one into the lower poly. Yeah. Yeah, like I do have some rocks that have more detail than this. But we'll see. That's kind of why I'm like, on this rock, I think I'm okay. But I would like to know, like, what the issue is. Because I just like to understand why things happen the way they do. But, yeah, thank you for poking around and, like, helping to try and figure out what the deal is. Shadow says, I got no idea what I'm doing, but I'll try and make it to the dev session tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Jack did join us, and my brother did. That was a big surprise. So yeah, it was like for an hour. I had to go and do food shopping, and we had a call with our music composer that just happened to collide at that time. But oh, tomorrow, dang. I have this kind of like intervention surprise dentist appointment that came up tomorrow at that time. But you can always message me, and we could start it later in the day if you want. Like, I'll probably be back around definitely 3 in the afternoon Central Time. Yeah, Apix, I guess your name is. If you're ever interested, we do have a Discord server, and we've started these creator group sessions. So we get in a voice call and we share our screens, and we just, you know, grind working on whatever we're working on for like 2 to 6 hours. So if you did want to join, let me know. I find it helps like boost motivation and just like help like people get feedback and, you know, learn things better. So just let me know. All right, so I'm gonna drag on the material. We want a fill layer. And I just downloaded that. Type in rock. It's natural rock. I want to be amazed. I'm amazed. I love it. Yeah, it looks great. I'm happy. And we'll be able to scale this up. It's so amazing. I love PBR textures, like so amazing. All right, so I guess well, I like to put triplanar on. Let's see. It's on UV projection right now. This tends to look better in my opinion. Yeah, I don't really see as much like seams. So I'm going to save and reduce file size. Rock 70. Now we want to export. So objects, rock 70. And the textures we want. I created my own export template, so this one's easy to find. I put a number so it's at the top of the list. Number 1, and then we'll use albedo, normal. There's no emission or metallic, and ambient occlusion is great. So let's see how it looks. Go into Unity. Yeah, so we're gonna create. I typically just duplicate an existing material that already has the settings I want. Oops. And drag this in. I would love if my brother made like a tool where if you drag in a material and it's in a folder with existing like textures, it automatically like, fills these fields, like the respective fields with those textures. So I don't have to do it every time. So let's drag this in. Also this, like, I would love to just have this be automated. But yeah, I'm gonna turn up the screen brightness. Display. And so it's been a hot minute with LODs. But so let's say like LOD 1, oops. I'm gonna zoom out here. So it's pretty comparable with the dirt color of the dungeon. I guess that's good. It might be nice to have another color though. Like I could change it a little bit more in Substance Painter because I'm very tired of these colors. Yeah, it's like the same color. I can make the rocks be more like, what would be a nice contrasting color? Like, didn't Unity have some new auto LOD thing, or is it just that one add-on I got? There are LOD groups, and you can let's see. You can like move like the bar like and change like at what distance like certain LODs like get activated or they're like active. Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward as far as I remember. Ooh, I don't remember there being a fade mode. Crossfade. I'm very interested to see how that looks. So I think it's like like a parent game object would have the LOD group on it, and then you have like two objects underneath. Like, since I have two LODs. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Wow. I have never worked with that. I don't think Unity has that by default. So it's probably a package that you got that does that. Oh, thank you, Shadow. I'll make sure that we're set. I'm just gonna change I'm gonna change the creator group session tomorrow to 3 p.m. Central Time. Let me do that real quick as I remember. Right. So just checking up on messages now. I'm gonna update the events. So, all right, stand up is at 12. We have a lot of events going. Right. Huh. Does it not repeat weekly? Ooh, glad I caught that. Weekly on Monday. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna update that one instance creator group session. At this event, so 3 p.m. And I'll change my personal calendar as well, so I remember. All right. Okay, good. Creator group session. And last bit, and then I'll get back to what I was doing. Creator groups. Let's say 2:30, and this is tomorrow, the 11th. All right. Finally all set. Gonna look back at the chat, and I know it's nowhere near complete of a game. You may want to add on player and enemies a faded circle for a fake shadow. Or look into a directional light that gives you some kind of shadows. Oh boy. I'm laughing because right now we're dealing with really crummy shadow issues with Unity, and our programmer Lucas and a little bit of my brother too, Carlos, they're both looking into creating a system for ray traced shadows, because the shadow atlas gets so full, like so fast. And there is just like this going on. Where like you ordinarily want the light to spill out naturally like this, but it cuts off like this because you get this error. Reduced additional punctual light shadows resolution by 32 to make 24 shadows maps, blah, 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 blah. So you get that error all the time now. We do. And you have to really like minimize how many lights have shadows. So we're trying to keep it really skimpy for now because of the issues. But I would love more shadows. And we're just sticking to real-time lighting right now because it simplifies things. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking like how would we well, I think baking shadows might be actually good then in that case because that would help like, if there's like a column or like a wall meeting up to the floor, like in a corner or whatever, like you'll see that on the floor. So I'm gonna make a note. Consider okay, not there. Baking lighting for more shadows in game to build the environment. Yeah, it's all good things to think about because we kind of just wrote off baking the lighting, but I know there's definitely benefits to it that we could use. Oh, you know what? I think it's the lighting in here that's like making this rock like brown color kind of look like the ground. Whoa. That's weird. Why? I mean, it kind of maps with like the UV map, but why does it do that? Oops. Yeah, that's not what I want. Why is it doing that? Is it because you're using forward or deferred rendering? There are two systems. I think we're using deferred. Yeah. Yeah, we're using deferred. Ugh. It's been a very long issue going on. Maybe this is interesting. It's like how the light hits certain parts of this, like the UV maps kind of. I think the shadows are just straight fucked right now, and I'm just not gonna think too hard about it. I'm just gonna make this because I know this usually looks good. All right. So I'm gonna make this. I made the concept art like this, but it could be a darker cave color. It doesn't have to be like that. I would like to add like a tinge of blue or like purple. That looks so cool already. If I just like drag this towards blue or like a maybe not purple, like a cool color, right? But a little bit more gray. Oops, getting all the controls mixed up. Yeah, I mean, I can check, but I worked with it for a long time, so I think I remember correctly. Um, I mean, it's probably it's been a while. I don't think it's. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it would be right here. I thought it was in the right area. Hmm. Is it here? No. I know we use Ultra. Okay, Shadow. Thank you for staying. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be good to game dev together. We'll figure it out. Okay. Here it is. It is deferred. So the lights themselves are fine. The problem are the shadows. So here under the URP renderer, rendering path is deferred. So that's just how it is. I looked up so much, like people talking about the shadows in Unity, and it's just point lights are really hard because which I tried to get away with spotlights as much as possible, but it has 6 textures on a point light versus a spotlight only has 1. So for shadows. So it can get really expensive. And the Shadow Atlas, we made it the biggest size. But I wouldn't like I appreciate the help, but I don't want to dig too much into this because it's just not my task. I spent dozens of hours on this already, and sometimes Unity's limitations are just you can't really work with them unless if like you really strip down your scene of shadows and you bake a lot more. But I talked to my brother extensively about it. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Like, and it just seems like something that should work, right? Like, it shouldn't be this hard. That's why I spent so many hours on it, because I'm just like, what? That's crazy. Yeah. I think this might be too purple. Eh, we'll give it a shot. And hey, I always appreciate, people coming in here and wanting to help and do the research. Like you're giving your time to help our project for free, it's very kind of you. So I'm not like offended or anything. Um, we all have a lot of skills, we want to learn more. And that is always great. So let's see how this color looks in game. It feels strange with the purple. Um, it's a lot darker. It feels a lot darker. So in that case, I'm gonna just make it brighter. I think there's some settings in. Ooh, well, that's gonna make it dark. There's some settings in Substance Painter that will actually like change the environment to kind of like so you can get a better idea as to how it's going to look in game. But again, we don't have directional light in this scene because it's all indoors. But I'll export this and see how it feels. feel like we're almost there. It's like a in between. And then I'm just gonna use what I make here for all the other rocks so I don't have to redo it. I don't know. So I feel so stiff. I think it's okay. I'll just work with it. I'll just move forward. Um all right. So I know I just said that, but I'm kind of staring at it and I'm like, eek. The default colors were a really good reference to start off with. So I'm just gonna look again. Try planner. I mean, the colors are very close. Let's say I move it closer to blue, but I make it like more gray. So I go this way. Be down, a little darker. I think it just feels so different that I'm not sure how to go about it. Yeah, I think it is a lot of work. And I think we chose URP because which I think is still going to be continued. I know one of the rendering pipelines was going to become legacy. Oh, it was the built-in Unity pipeline, I think, which is what Jesse uses. Another one of my uh, developer friends. But yeah, I think my brother really wants us to uh work with URP because it does help with the lower end like computers and so more people could play. And it seems to be easier to work with in some regards. Not all regards, of course, but yeah. Ooh, that looks better when I make it darker. Okay. I'm just gonna go with this. I think I'm just gonna go with this. Um, I'm I'm okay without the gradient. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that hard, but I'm okay with this for now. I just want to see how like the light plays with it as well. And just see how the rock looks like in game. Um it should be fine. I'm just gonna keep chugging along and work with this. So let's say I create empty and then I'll put this underneath it. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I made a note on that, because it may be worth the effort. There's a reason why there's still baked lighting, like, if there wasn't, it would have been gone by now. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of LOD2. So this is about the distance here. And then like, yeah. So renderers, do I just drag these in? Oh, okay. Right, because I'm gonna reset. This is actually, I want this to be on the parent object. And then, I see. So whichever one I select is what I want to drag in here. Okay. It's good. I'm just gonna, I like to make everything easier to read. Oh, okay. So it is there now. I'm going to drag in, this is so easy. I love when it's easy. I don't think I need to mess with any of the settings there. So LOD1. Okie dokie. It's really dark. I don't know. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. If I say I move this here, I'm gonna, oh, and a collider would be very good. Oh, but I do want to make a simple collider that fits the general shape of it. So let's say LOD1. I'm going to duplicate this and say it's the yeah. And then pretty sure like is that the decimate? This modifier. So it's down to 96. I could probably get away with 48. Right. Okay. Save. So if I drag this in, add a mesh collider, copy this. I mean, I'm probably going to want to add the collider to both LOD 0 and 1 because even if the player isn't right next to LOD 1, like enemies might be. So I'll just add that. No, I'll add it to the whole parent object. Please. Okay. Pretty sure it's there and working. Okay. So let's say I move it towards the light. Should be fine. A cave is going to be dark, you know? So now, I have the mesh collider on my mind. Also, it's not going to have a material. I'm going to update that. All right. So I'm going to be continuing on these rocks and off camera, but I'm just gonna let me see. Oh, that was startling. I'm going to shout out our Steam page and a bunch of things, and then I'm gonna wrap things up. So let's open up Twitch. Let's see. I look at graphics like this. We have superpower compared to, say, PlayStation 2. We can totally get URP or HDRP to look next gen. When you look at the great graphic PS2 games, they had great art design. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really like getting intimate with the tools that you have and making it work more efficiently. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm going to share the link right now. So if anybody is watching on YouTube, all the information and links that I'm about to mention are in the description below. And so our Steam page is right there, the link, we got it. So it's a Souls-like RPG where you dig up the ancient truth of darkness. Will you destroy that corruption or purify it? And pretty sure, yeah, the second link here, yeah, is the Discord server. You will just need to answer a few questions and then I'll let you in. You might be our 50th member. Pretty exciting. So we do have a website and X, I post on there a lot. And then I do stream at least Sundays and Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. Oh, I mean, sure, I could spill the beans. So, well, the truth of darkness actually is that it's a forgotten form of light. And that it wanted to play as God, but then, became very corrupted. It started out innocent, but then it got really, really bad. That's the short version. So there's a lot of cool things that will happen in the game eventually. There's going to be angels and demons and really cool stuff. So yeah, that's the short version. But it also could be sand. All right, everyone. So I appreciate you guys watching me work on the game and start to build the caves. And I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for